Hey guys, welcome back to We Watched a Movie podcast for
Getting
the second
crazy.
time. For the second time, popping it, watching it, slagging it, dipping it, switching it.
This is a sequel.
It's no big deal.
Shut your eyes and listen with your mouth.
Hey guys, it's that Google movie commercial. Okay, no, all right. So this is the second time back for the podcast. Welcome back. I already did that.
I'm feeling good.
I feel freaking fantastic. I feel like dancing.
I
I feel like dancing.
Dance
I
with
feel
my
like
feet.
dancing. No, for real. For real though. No. What did? Let's start it off, Jay. What did you do this week, man? It's been a whole 9 days since we've been doing this.
Well, let's see. I slept.
Mm-hmm.
I drank some cola. I
Always.
got up. I took a dump. And I drank some more cola, and then I went to sleep later on.
That sounds like an eventful week for you.
No. Yeah, I watched some good movies this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you do anything else?
No.
You went to the Outback. How was that?
It sucked.
It sucked at the Outback.
It wasn't the Outback at all. I don't know what they're talking about in the Outback. Because the Outback, I swear to God, my wife got a steak, and she let me try a bite of it, and it tastes like fucking liver. I was like, where did you get this? Was it the last day of the...
It was really that bad?
How a ship on the Bobby. Yeah, it sucked. It was awful.
You texted me, Jay was like... You gave like a quick mini review in your text.
I know.
You were like, hey man, just stay at the Outback. Not that great. Small portions. Food's not that good.
Yeah, dude, I got like a shrimp and some, I don't know, codfish or some shit, and they brought me out like some... They gave me like 3
You
shrimp.
got shrimp and codfish?
It was something like cod.
Who's the at Red Lobster?
No, I
It's
thought I was at Hardee's, the cod burger.
No, that sounds so gross. The cod burger.
I know, I would never eat it. But, not the burger, but I don't know, I just wanted some fish, and I got it, and they were like... They brought it to me, it was like three shrimp, and like 2 pieces of cod, and like rice, and then vegetables. I was like... What the fuck is this? I was like, where's my food? A man knows what a man needs. I want a hearty meal. And it was fucking $16. Like, this is bullshit.
So you got 3 shrimp?
Yeah, the best part of the meal was the broccoli.
You know, that's a bad day. I had an eventful week, man.
What happened?
I saw music.
You saw music?
In live form.
Did you see, like, fucking the treble clef?
I watched
floating?
Across the Universe. No.
Did you really?
No, I didn't. That movie's stupid. I watched, I went and saw Chevelle with your brother.
Yeah.
You know this.
Do I have one?
That was a fun time. No. I don't know if you guys have heard of the band Chevelle. I went and saw them in Cincinnati at Bogarts. If anybody lives around there.
Cincinnati, Missouri?
Yeah. You should go to Bogarts. It's in the worst part of town. It's in like a terrible part of town. But it's a really good place to see concerts. And we get up there, and we're meeting some of our friends up there, and we were running late, so we were like, can we cut in line with you? And they're like, well, if nobody gets mad. She's like, I'll just say that you're my husband when you get there.
Who said that? Cody?
No, Andrew.
I thought my brother said, I'm going to say I'm your husband.
No.
So it's that kind of show.
No, our friend Andrea said that. So I get there, and we're already worried that someone's going to be like, you're cutting. As soon as we walk up there, this little short girl, just a firecracker, man, she comes out and she's like, no cutting the line. But she ended up being cool. And all these people she was with, we ended up hanging out with them, and we were outside in the line drinking beer. I almost got my ID stolen.
Yeah.
Because this dude, he was like 30-something, and they didn't want to let him in because he couldn't find his ID.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, here, dude. I snuck him because I was kind of drunk. And I snuck him my ID, and then he tried to get in with it, and the guy was like, what's your birthday? And he was like, and I was like, 9/28, 1985, and he didn't hear me. He was like, 1942.
It's positive the security guard was like, what the fuck did you just say? How did he know that?
Dude, the security guard comes and he takes it, and he's like, who is James Holtz? Who in this line is James Holtz? We're about to cut this ID up. And he started putting it in his pocket, and then the guy found his ID, so he got in, and everybody was like, don't do it. But I went up to the security guard, and I was like, hey, that was me. I was like, can I have it back? And he was like, you know, I could put you in jail for that. And I was like, I know, but you won't because you're a sweet, kind man. And he gave it back. But no, we went to the concert. It was good. The concert was good, and I crowd surfed.
But what would you have done, though? Oh, that's badass.
No, I've never done it. I've been to 100 shows at Bogarts, man. I've never crowd surfed. But, dude, I don't know if it's this new age. I haven't been to a concert in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a new age thing or whatever, but when you used to go to concert, it was just like all sorts of push and shoving, like it's a floor concert in a little club or whatever. Push and shoving craziness, you can't breathe. And this time I was sitting there and I was like, there's nothing really going on. There's barely any pushing or anything like that. And I don't want to like mosh, like full on mosh or anything. I have before, but it was just kind of tame. And I think it's this new age, man. I think it's cell phones. Everybody's there with their cell phones. They're trying to take pictures and stuff. But nonetheless, I crowd surfed and it was kind of scary at first.
Well, see, the thing about crowd surfing is that I would be like so reserved about it because if I got on stage like, hey guys, I'm gonna do it. I've worked myself up doing it. It's like, don't you fucking drop me.
Well, no, you don't.
I'd be scared.
You don't
and
jump off the stage though.
Oh, you don't.
No. The people in the crowd, they pick you up.
Fuck that.
And they throw you up and they throw you up and you're all on top of everybody's hands and then they push you to the front.
They're strangers.
And when you get to the barricade at the very front, the security guard grabs you and catches you and sets you down, and then you just have to walk to
Dude,
the
I would be so scared to be like that Dane Cook when you're like, you're like all these hands are carrying you to the front of the stage, and like all in your back is like. Dane Cook says that somebody's going to shove a giant dildo right up your butt. You'd be like, not today, not today. I would be so.
Do I give you the ass of the?
And I was going to say back to the security guard who's like, I'm going to cut this up for real or whatever. And you know, it'd be funny if you're like, dude, you're not going to cut it up because you're a sweet guy. He'd be like, oh yes, I am. And he like actually start doing. He's like, let me taste those salty tears.
But no, it was weird, man, because the guy, the dude next to me, he had a shirt off and he was like he was going hard. He was hardcore, and he looked at me. He was like, "You up?" And I was like, "No, I'm good." And then like I knew it was like the next to the last song, and I poked him on the shoulder. I was like, "Me up," and he was like, "All right." So they go to pick me up, and a crowd surfer had just fallen down right next to me. Yeah. And I usually hate crowd surfers at concerts because they kick you in the head and stuff, but I've never done it before, and I wanted to do it. So he picks me up, and initially, as soon as they picked me up, dude, I dropped real low, and I thought this is going to be bad. I thought I was going to hit the ground. But then that initial push, it was like into the darkness down below, and then when they pushed me up, dude, it was like in flight. You know, when he gets to the storm and there's that moment, or the perfect storm's better. Like, you get that moment of, like, sunshine. When I hit the top, and I looked back, and I saw the crowd, and I was on everybody's, it was like I was on a pillow, dude. It wasn't even, like, hard. It was, like, perfect, and I was, like, floating above everybody, and everyone's like, yeah!
You're floating by on your ship of right and we're all in the sea of wrong.
Yeah, no, and apparently when I got to the front, Annie, which is your...
my cousin.
Yeah, your cousin, and just, you know, basically my cousin, too. I mean, even though not by blood. She said that when she was at the very front, and she said that I bit her. I don't remember.
I'm never going to a concert with you.
No, I don't remember it, but she said that. She was like, yeah, when you crowd surf, she's like, I put my hands up, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, somehow my finger made its way to your mouth, and you bit me.
Were you hungry?
I
want a sausage. All right, so you had a great concert time, and you went flying off the hands of strangers, and you almost got your ID ripped up.
It's definitely something to cross off the bucket list, man. I recommend you do it once in your life.
You're dying?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
Everybody please subscribe to our channel before I die. That's sad.
That is sad. I'm so sad now. I don't want to do this anymore. St. Joseph. So I didn't have that much of I didn't go to a concert or anything, but I made a discovery this week.
Yeah?
I made a discovery.
What was that? You gay?
No, I'm happy all the time. If you mean the old English term.
I'm here. I'm here. Stop by sometime for a beer.
Texas queers and steers. No, I have made a discovery that my house is probably haunted.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
This was crazy. Scary shit, guys. So this has all started when I was a young lad. No, a couple of months ago. I woke up and I looked at the edge of my bed, and coming out of my closet was what appeared to be a woman. And she was like doing this herky-jerky weird dance. But she wasn't mean. I didn't feel threatened or anything. And she did a shh, like that one, like, I'll never tell, like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I saw her and I was like, what the fuck?
But you saw this or you were dreaming?
No, I was half awake, half asleep. So I was in that dream state.
So you could have been dreaming.
I could have been dreaming.
Okay.
But my wife then mentioned later, a couple days later, she says that she heard a laughter coming from down the hall. Mm-hmm. And she said, you weren't in the house, so it was just like a giggle. And I was like, well, that's not fun.
That was me. I was going through her panty drawer.
What are you doing? No, that wasn't fun at all. And then she said she thought she heard a shadow. Well, I was passing it off. I was like, all right, maybe she's just hearing stuff or whatever. But 3 nights ago, I was coming up the steps. I just let my dogs out, and I was coming up the steps to go back to bed. And I heard, where are you going? Like, coming from behind me. My wife was asleep, and there was nobody else in the house. All the lights were off, and I was like, what the fuck? I just stopped where I was at, and I had a Coke, and I just sipped it, dude. I just stood in the hallway, I went, and I just stood there for a second. I was like, I'm trying to figure out, like, you're in that middle, I'm almost going into shock, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I would have done if someone's like, seriously, where are you going? Like, if I'd heard it again, I probably would have just dropped the loaf in my pants. But I was trying to decide, did I hear that, or am I have to go to the bathroom? And I'm just like fucking scared now. Like,
that's weird, dude. We're gonna have to keep an update on that week to week.
I don't want to know if something's here. If you're dead, you're dead. Stay dead. Don't fucking come around me. If I die, if you give me,
it'd be funny if on the podcast right now it was like, go home.
No, I don't want that. You go home. This is my house. No, I do. I don't want to know. Like, you know, if it's ghosts or some shit like that, I don't want to know. And I would die, dude. I would literally have a heart attack. And if it kills me. If this ghost kills me for some reason, I will come back and kick its ass, dude. I will find it as soon as I'm dead.
Fight it
It'll be like the Frighteners. I'll see it as soon as I die, and I'll whip its ass. It'll probably be some little kid I'll boot kick into the afterlife.
Yeah, well, you definitely got to keep us updated on that, dude. Week to week, Jay's paranormal activities.
Yeah, if you guys don't hear from me anything, look for Mika.
Katie's hot.
She is.
She's hot. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but
she's got like a homey, hell yeah, dude.
Ground to earth,
I like that.
sexual. I like that in a chick. I really do. But
You looking for a date?
Yeah.
This is eHarmony.
There's one other thing about that concert, though. I did cut my lip.
You cut your lip?
I cut my lip. We were outside, and I shotgunned a beer in the streets of Cincinnati.
You got to be careful.
And I was too excited. I didn't want to be shown up by the other two guys doing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to be cool, and I tried to go too hard. So
you wanted to be trying to be cool on the streets of Cincinnati, shotgunning a beer?
Yeah, I didn't want to be like the last one done. And
I'm just saying, if I was driving by and I saw a dude in the middle of the street shotgunning, I'd be like, that guy's stupid.
Yeah, more like, I mean, really, it's sad.
More that's what I would think. I was like, here's a quarter. Get a job, Al.
But no, I cut my lip though because I didn't cut the hole in it right, and I was bleeding.
Yeah,
that sucked. But no, anyways, okay. So on to movie time.
Okay, movie time.
This is a movie channel after all. It's not about you. And stop ripping the beer because I can hear it.
How am I ripping a beer? I'm that strong.
Turn the bass up in my headphones.
Bring the action.
All right, so movie news, guys. First up, we got the James Bond. Sam Mendes, of course, said he wasn't going to come back and direct the next Bond, right?
Yeah.
But the producers of the next James Bond say, no, he is.
Yeah, they were like presumptuous. He's like, he might not come back for the next one, but we're going to get him back. Yeah. I mean, it's just going to happen.
Yeah, it's like, it might not be the next movie, but they're getting him back. But like through all 24 Bond movies, there's only been 11 directors.
Yeah.
So eventually they just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. He kind of said that he told the Bond story he wanted to tell, and he's done with it. But we'll see. Skyfall is a great Bond movie.
Loads of cash will entice anybody to come back.
That's very true.
So he'll come back.
Then that's that. I mean, would you want him back? Skyfall was awesome.
Yeah, Skyfall was a great movie. I would like to see it back. I like to see consistency.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not going to ever fall. I mean, because Bond has got what I mean. Like, of all the Bond history, didn't they have like 11 directors that did all this different shit with it?
Yeah,
like over the years. I mean, you can't not imagine. Like, imagine one director doing like 11 Bond movies.
You know who I'd like to see direct a Bond movie?
Christopher Nolan.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I would. That'd be interesting. Yeah,
but no, I was going to say Joe Carnahan. He's the guy that directed Smoking Aces and The Gray. He does a bunch of action. He was going to direct the new Daredevil movie, but I'd like to see what he does with it. It'd be nice.
I'd like to see the guy that did Olympus Has Fallen. Do something with it.
Antoine Fuqua?
Yeah.
I could actually see that.
Fuck you fucking face.
Fuck your face.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
My dick.
My dick.
My dick. Erection selection. All right, so Wolverine. The trailer's coming out here in a couple days, and we're going to have a review for that on our YouTube channel.
I'm going to mention about Wolverine really quick. That was me.
Okay.
The teaser poster they just released.
Yeah, they've just released a teaser poster.
I don't like it. It kind of looks like he's screaming, "I am out of toilet paper!" Like it's just not.
No, it's just like from X-Men Origins when after he finds out that Moon Dancer or whatever her name is inside.
Moon Dancer.
You know,
Moon Dancer's
remember that
inside.
weird creepy scene where she was like, the Moon Dancer crawls.
Oh yeah, his girlfriend.
Whatever the hell it was. I thought that was stupid, but. My bad. I thought that was stupid, but you know when she dies and he's on his knees and they do the corny like,
he's like no,
yeah, the camera pans to the sky and he's like no or whatever. But the funniest part of that Wolverine Origins though, dude, is when he comes out of the water and the guy shoots him in the head. You know, and it bings off of him, and he goes. Ugh.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. So I know you don't like that scene, but I mean, other than that part, which is kind of stupid, but when he like splashed out of the water and he like slashed his claws and stuff like that, I mean, that was like that showed the comic books like Weapon X, like him unleashing because he was in pain. I mean, they literally
made it corny because he did this like slow motion turn around. He was like,
of course, I'd be the one like average army guy in that whole room, be like, motherfucker, you volunteered for this, okay? You knew what you were getting into.
All right, so do you want to kill Cotton Weary or don't you? That's the question.
Cotton Weary? He did kill
Sabretooth.
I know who he is.
Get with it.
Get it. I'm done.
Popping it, watching it. Okay, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock,
yeah, has
been campaigning. He wants to be in Star Wars.
What would he would be the biggest fucking Jedi in the world. Yeah, so he can never play. He can never play a Jedi. I'm sorry. I mean, I think he's a badass actor. I like The Rock.
Was there a rule saying that Jedis can't be ripped though?
Yeah. Have you ever seen them? I've never seen one Jedi.
I've seen Jedis.
I mean, they walk around all the time. I'm just saying.
I'm a fucking Jedi.
I'm a Jedi.
Keep calming Jedi.
I'm a Jedi in the bed. I don't have to be in it. I can just do it. Yeah, but I mean, seriously, there's never been.
Did you say I don't have to be in it?
Yeah, I can just use my mind and do things.
Did you say I don't have to be in it, though?
In the bed.
That's fucking graphic, dude.
No, it's not graphic.
All right.
Gotta stay fresh.
No,
I'm just saying, I've never seen a Jedi that looks like The Rock. Like a big, bulky Jedi. What he could play, like The Rock in a Star Wars movie, he could play probably like a rebel commander. Or like a grizzled, like, war veteran from the war or something, like, you know, trying to help the council, you know, reestablish the New Republic.
What about Jabba the Hutt before and after P90X.
That would be good.
That was the dumbest joke ever. Okay, so
make my face hurt.
the last news story of the day is Ryan Reynolds, one of my favorite actors of all time. I love me some Ryan Reynolds. He's a good looking man. I gotta tell you.
What kind of show is this?
He's dreamy, but no.
Weaver?
No homo. No, but everybody knows about Green Lantern or whatever. He said that he's not all that interested in coming back to play Green Lantern for the Justice League movie, unless he said someone like Josh Whedon or Joss.
Got to bring it to
Joss
Joss.
Whedon.
It's like. Thank you. It's like this though. Great White Buffalo. It's the Great White Buffalo. Yeah. You can't say it too loud.
Unless someone like Whedon or Christopher Nolan
basically all
came on to direct.
Well, all he was saying, I don't think he hated the character. I think he was just saying that he knew that the movie didn't, it was so, the movie itself, he knew it was so hard to break into that genre and that comic book thing, and if it's not told right, it's hard for everybody else to follow.
In my opinion, basically he was saying, while being nice to the guys that directed
that's what I mean,
the script, he was kind of saying, I only want to do it if someone knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, he didn't want to say, you guys made a shitty movie, and I'm embarrassed to be a part of it, though he did say later on in the same interview that he was excited about doing the Deadpool movie. Which he's already said that they've done screenings and stuff, or not screenings, but they've done test shots, and it's like flirting with the NC-17.
One thing I don't like about I love the NC-17 thing,
I do too.
Make it dirty or whatever.
Deadpool's badass.
Make it dirty.
Get it raw.
Get in there all nice and deep like.
Oh shit. This show is fucked up right now.
But no, but he said that the way that they wrote the script for Deadpool was that he's aware that he's in a movie.
No, dude, that's the comic book.
He's aware that he's in a comic book.
That's exactly the movie. That's exactly the character.
Really?
The whole thing with Deadpool is by the Marvel Universe is considered a powerful guy, because he's got the healing factor. He's like an expert on these knives and ninja tactics. Yeah. But that's why the comic book is so violent, and it's funny though because Deadpool has always. The Marvel Universe believes he's insane because he believes he is in a comic book, and a lot of times in the comic books he's like, "Hey, readers!" He'll turn to the page and the little pages.
Really,
he'll talk to the reader.
Dude, you just fucking learned me. You just
you didn't know
me.
that?
No.
Yeah, Deadpool actually believes he's a video.
The only thing I ever knew of Deadpool really was he was in the Wolverine comics.
Well,
I love his character though.
Yeah,
I think he's awesome.
In Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, which is a game I'm just playing, I know it's been old, but he turns to the camera. And he's like, "You guys want to fight?" He looks at the camera because he thinks he is a video game character, or he thinks he is.
Okay, so that's not that awful.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Because to me, when I read that, I was like, "That sounds stupid as shit."
Ryan Reynolds actually said it was Zombielandish right now, but I think they should go balls out with it. I think they should make it flirt with NC-17, make it as a hard R movie.
Yeah,
that's what he said, a hard R. Yeah. Make it like that. Make it violent. Make it fucking
R for raging boner.
No, it's not going to be sexual. But, just make it badass.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, but you know how Hollywood is. So, oh, no.
Ryan Reynolds is the perfect choice for Deadpool. I could not have picked a better Deadpool.
Mark with the mouth, dude, it's perfect for it, and you know more about it than I do, but still. All right, trailer talk. Let's talk about some trailers right now.
Let's bring up...
Trailer talk is the worst name ever, but we haven't even scoped out.
I saw a trailer park home earlier.
we'll get our shit together, guys. We'll make up something cool for it. Hey, how about that? How about in the comments below? What should we name our trailer segment? Name it for us. Trailer or something. Think of something cool because we can't. Scary Movie 5.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. This is a new trailer that just came out on TV Spot, but we've seen the trailer in the theater several times. The original trailer with Charlie Sheen, Lindsay Lohan, all them in it, and I gotta say, this is the only reason we're even talking about this right now is because it was the worst trailer I've ever seen in my life.
Oh God, it was awful.
I have zero interest in seeing this. It looks worse. It looks absolutely terrible, dude.
I had a migraine.
How did they even get away with that?
I don't know, dude. I thought that a fucking I would say a fucking 11th grader that had just watched Scary Movie 2 made his own trailer.
I give high schoolers more credit than that movie.
I don't know. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, Mike. I'm going to say it's a high schooler that made that trailer. It was just bad, dude. I don't know. When we saw the trailer, I was like, oh, at first I was like, it may be kind of funny. And then all of a sudden I was like, what the fuck is this?
Nothing in it.
But you know what was worse is I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but in all the trailers for Scary Movie 5, that's the Beetlejuice theme music.
I didn't know that.
That whole theme, it's Beetlejuice.
That's weird.
I want to see Beetlejuice,
but
too.
No, I mean, the whole Lindsay Lohan freaking out because she's on TV, and then Charlie Sheen's getting his nuts slammed into a door, and then he turns to the camera and he's like, I've been through worse than this.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's the best you could do with Charlie Sheen. I like Charlie Sheen.
I know, it's just like, it's lowbrow humor, dude. Anymore,
but it's below that.
I know, but they're just reaching anymore. It's like, Scary Movie 1 and 2 were freaking hilarious.
What's sad is that movie's going to make a lot of money.
They probably will, because it's basing on the name.
Yeah, but no, the new trailer, the TV spot, actually had one funny joke.
One funny, yeah.
And it was when that chick was on the toilet. And
that was funny.
That was it, though.
Toilet humor always works.
Next trailer, we're going to talk about World War Z.
Oh my god!
We just watched the newest one, and that's the first trailer I've seen for this, man.
It looks amazing.
Holy
that's my
shit.
first one too.
Basically what I understood from this was that the book was awesome or whatever.
The book was amazing.
The book was amazing, and then like what people were getting from like the trailers and stuff, they were pissed about. There was delays and all this shit like that, and people were really worried about how good this movie was going to be. But I just watched the trailer for this, and it was fucking badass.
I was like astonished, like how good the trailer was.
I've never seen zombies like that. Like they were jumping and jiving.
They turned over a fucking city bus.
Yeah, they were in an airplane.
Cockroaches.
That shit was crazy. That just became one of my most anticipated movies of the summer.
I've read the book, and I knew what people had reservations about, because the book itself is based on the trailer. It's going to be different. I mean, the book's more of a narrative kind of, like, this guy is going to different parts of the world, and he's interviewing people about what their experience was about the zombie stuff, and it has flashbacks and that's fun, and I understand why they didn't do it, because the book it's not long, but I understand how it wouldn't translate that well to film. Yeah. But this movie itself, I think it's going to be, I'm going to go ahead and say it, dude. I'm going to give this a pre-prediction. I'm going to say top 3 zombie movies of all time.
Really? Yeah, no, I mean, it looks amazing, and this is coming from a guy I have no history with World War Z. I don't know anything about it, and just as a movie, by what I saw in the trailer, I thought it looked great.
You gotta fucking,
there's some CGI stuff going on.
Well, you got to base it on the movie itself. You can't base it always on the book.
Yeah, but hand me a delicious summer ale over there, Jay, will you? I gotta tell a story about that real quick. I went to a bar today, and I ordered a beer, and it was kind of a sketchy bar, but we were just getting some lunch. And I ordered a beer, and they brought me. I was like, just give me a Sam Adams.
Was there a guy in the corner smoking a cigarette with like shadowed eyes, asking you to play pool?
Actually, there was.
You should have played him.
How did you know? But no,
I was there. That was me.
They brought me a Sam Adams, and it was just kind of oranges, and I was like, oh my god, is this place so old that they still have summer ale from like summertime? But no, I went to Kroger today, and it turns out they have summer ale, so I'm enjoying a nice, delicious Samuel Adams summer ale. They should pay me for that advertisement.
You know what? I would never in my life, when you say a sketchy bar, if I ever walked into a bar that looked like it did on Desperado, where there's like all these like badass fucking bad guys just all around looking at you mean.
Yeah.
Like, well, can I have a water?
Like, and by the way, your beer tastes like piss.
I know, because we pissed in it.
Because we pissed in it.
No, I would say, give me a water, and then I would order their finest beer. And I was like, here you go, sir. I would give him a $50 tip system. I would beat my ass when I walked out. I'd leave immediately, though. I'd stay there for 5 minutes. I don't want to get my ass beat.
Bar joke? I forgot to mention this in our review on We the Film of Desperado last week, but that was a fucking advertisement right there.
What?
If I've ever seen one, what I just did. No, the the joke that Quentin Tarantino tells in that? Like, I've told that joke as my own several times, and nobody ever.
You never
knows what I'm
claimed
talking
it?
About. No,
I know. You never get.
I'll be at a bar and I'll be like, I got a joke for you, and I'll tell the joke, and they'll be like, that's great, and I'll never fucking credit Desperado.
You piece of shit.
I know, right?
Quit.
But let's say
Robert Reagan is gonna kick your ass.
Robert Reagan. Have a little Tokyo Mayonnaise bros there, sir.
No, you said orange.
Have you had a ruskin?
Are you really? Because you said orangish. Or you said orish. You didn't even say orange. I think you meant to say orangish. Right. You call me my shit, I'll call you on your shit.
So Riddick released a new trailer.
I'm excited.
I've never seen either of those movies, and this trailer's like 25 seconds long or some shit.
You keep what you kill.
I mean, you've seen it and did that.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything to talk about there?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Chronicles of Riddick, there's Pitch Black, and then there's Chronicles of Riddick, which is, the sequel. The way Chronicles of Riddick ended, it was open-ended. I mean, it wasn't open-ended, like, you didn't, like, think about what would happen, but it was totally up for a sequel. It's taken them this long to get one. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely got sequel power.
But, I mean,
Unite your powers.
What did you think about the trailer?
It was lovely. No, I'm
not a lot there.
I'm excited. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see how they're going to finish it up. I hope they do finish it, because I really don't want to see any more Chronicles of Riddick. I mean, Vin Diesel's getting old.
Yeah.
He's starting to sag a little bit. I seen him in the new Fast and Furious 6 when The Rock's like, were you hiding, Toretto? And he was like, I wasn't hiding. And, he just looked saggy as shit.
I don't know. Those Fast and Furious movies just don't do it for me.
I'm done with them.
Vehicular warfare. I'm like,
Tyrone,
that was the stupidest things I've ever seen. Okay.
Shut up, Tyrone.
But Star Trek Into Darkness just released an action-packed trailer for the new movie. And that movie, I don't even know what to say about it. It just looks badass, and I really like the shot of the chick in her bra and panties because she's hot.
Damn,
that
Victoria's
was
Secret done.
Yeah, definitely. She's got a nice body.
She's got a sexual body.
I enjoyed that little clip there. But no, the Enterprise crashed into that city. I was like, what? And then it goes into the water, and I was like, what?
I hope they had the guy from
Benedict
Allstate.
Cumberbatch.
It'd be funny if the Allstate guy's like, would your ship crash into the water? He just walks on camera. He's like, Allstate cares.
But no, dude, that movie's going to be...
I know.
That's going to be a 9er or a 10er. I'm telling you right now.
On the boner scale?
That's a super boner. Oh, that's a space boner.
And
Pain and Gain. That's the next trailer we're going to talk about. Pain and Gain.
Yeah.
Now, we're supposed to be talking about the TV spot for this, but that didn't really have anything extra.
Pain and Gain trailer.
Pain and Gain.
But it's not like you said Panty Gain.
Panty Gain.
Revealing fucking pornos.
Thank God.
What are you speaking?
But no,
you're an ugly fucking bitch, and I want to stab you to death and then play around with your blood.
Wow, that was
from
violent.
American Psycho.
Oh, okay. I thought you just made that up on your own.
You never seen that movie?
Don't stare at it, Sabrina. Just eat it.
I was a fan of Genesis. Have you ever heard their new album from 1980, The Duke?
I've been sick all week too. Just so you know, that was a dirty cough.
Spit that duke out.
Got that duke. No, but Pain and Gain looks fucking hilarious.
It does.
I know it's directed by Michael Bay or whatever, but that's cool because this movie looks funny.
I think it's gonna be great, man. I mean, it's got the guy from Monk in it, and they're like the guy's like in an alien green uniform, and he's like, "You got the wrong guy." I don't know. I think they all interact really well together.
Just the shot in the trailer at the very beginning where Mark Wahlberg's doing like sit-ups on the billboard, and he's like, "I'm hot." You know, it's just, I don't know. It just looks like...
I like when The Rock was talking to him. He's
say
like...
hi to motherfucker.
He's
say
like,
hi to your motherfucker.
He's like, is it hurt? That's good. Burn it. Yep, that's good. I don't
feel
know.
it. Burn it.
I think it's gonna be great, man. I don't think it's gonna be like a 10 or anything, but I think it'll probably be like a 7.0.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think I think that's gonna be an 8.0 for me.
Well, why don't you just be a psychic?
Yeah, I am a psychic. But no. So that's it for trailers, guys. Don't forget...
Oh, yeah, I want to mention one thing, though.
I don't want to hear what you got to say.
I want to say it anyway.
Say it. Spray it to the world.
When we were talking about what I did this week, Mike went and seen Spring Breakers by himself because I was sick.
We're going to get into that. We're totally going to get into that later, and you just totally ruined the schedule of the show.
That's the very end of the show.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Why are you talking about it now?
Because I want to talk about it. Because we're talking about what we do this week.
Stop.
You stop.
Just stop.
Collaborate and listen.
But no. All right, Jay, pull up the website here. What comes out on Blu-ray
this
week?
Well, we've got the first one. Lincoln comes out tonight. Podcast is being shot right now. It's 1:37 on March 26th.
We're going to go to Walmart after this and pick up some movies. So
but Lincoln... comes out.
We'll give you the yay or nay or what we're going to pick up tonight when we do go there. Lincoln?
It's a fucking spoiler. I mean, you know what happens at the end.
Are you going to get that?
I want to in a way, but I mean, I'm preferring his secret vigilante lifestyle when he was a vampire hunter, so I don't...
That movie sucked balls.
It's awful. No, I don't know. I want to see it really bad. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is amazing, obviously, in it, so I don't know. I might get it, but for $22.99 is what's listed on Amazon. I'm not too sure if it's like I'm going to get it right away.
I'm not going to pick it up right away, but you know, eventually in the future when it's cheaper, I'll pick it up.
Then we got Killing Them Softly.
Killing Them Softly. Now that I'm picking it up tonight. Are
you going to get the album too?
I never, you know.
Jeez. You're thinking about it.
No,
you're thinking about it.
Seriously though, like that movie, and just so you guys know something about me, if you don't already, I am a frugal, thrifty bitch when it comes.
I thought you were gonna say I'm a fruity bitch.
No, I'm a frugal, thrifty bitch when it comes to buying Blu-rays. I go to the places where I can get Blu-rays for like $4 and $5, and I buy the older ones. I barely ever buy Blu-rays brand new. It's just really hard for me to do. But tonight I'm dropping a 20 spot on that.
Oh, you're like a rich person. You're so rich.
I'm gonna buy Killing Them Softly, guys. We didn't review this. I wrote a written review for it on WeLiveFilm.com, but we didn't review it on our channel. I love this movie, man. It's a mob movie. The cinematography is awesome.
Really?
Brad Pitt's a badass in it, and it's slow. There's not a lot of action in it, but it's Ray Liotta in another mob movie. Brad Pitt, James Gandolfini in another mob role. I'm going to borrow it, and I'm going to make you watch it, dude, because I really enjoy this
movie. Here's the thing. We didn't mention this, but maybe we should. On Amazon, on 173 customer reviews on Lincoln, they got it's got almost 5 stars out of 173 customer reviews. On Killing Them Softly, it's got 47 customer reviews with 3 stars.
Well, that's fine. It didn't get the greatest critical reception ever, but I like it. So shut the f*** up.
Shut the door.
Come on.
What the French toast?
No, but a lot of reasons. But the reason a lot of people don't like that fucking movie is because political bullshit. They're like, oh, it's for Obama, or it's against, or whatever. I don't give a shit. It was a good mob movie, and I liked it.
I don't know.
And the last line at the end is fucking brilliant. He's like, Now fucking pay me.
I don't owe you anything. Okay, and the other one that's coming out is Jurassic Park, Blu-ray, digital copy, ultraviolet.
For the 3D release.
It's like you've released like a million times though. It's totally not worth.
You already have the trilogy on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's stupid. Parental guidance comes
I
out.
could give a shit less. I like Billy Crystal, but
I'm kind of interested, but I'm not gonna buy it.
you're not gonna buy that on Blu-ray.
No, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna rent it though. The Sandlot 20th Anniversary Edition.
Now that when it goes down in price, I will pick up. I mean, it'd be cool if you go there and it's like $10
That
at Walmart.
$14.96 is not worth it right now.
On Amazon, now I wouldn't pay $15.
I'd say like $10.
But the case looks cool. It looks like it's got like a slip cover with the baseball seams on it.
Yeah,
the Sandlot's awesome.
Even though when he brought out the secret weapons,
The PJ Flyers.
The PJ Flyers.
Forever.
Phantasm 2. That's a weird fucking movie. Have you ever seen
the mighty jungle?
The Lion Sleeps Tonight?
Da-dum, da-dum, dum. Okay.
The Phantasm 2 Collector's Edition comes out. Phantasm is a weird ass fucking movie.
You remember that? Is that the one where
The
like
tall man.
it gets dark and then
Yeah, the guy's like, yeah, it gets dark in one scene and you hear like this guy going, Mike, and the guy, you hear like he's like, shit. It's just weird. It's funny. The collection comes out on Blu-ray.
I'm not gonna collect that.
I'm definitely not collecting that.
No, that was a piece of shit. The first one was weird, but
And then we got like Star Trek Enterprise Season 1 Blu-ray, Future World, A Royal Affair.
Now
I'm down for that. Beautiful Girls.
I think we're getting into this stuff though.
Yeah, this is just weird shit, guys.
Deep.
So apparently, The Lost World also comes out. So I think they're releasing them all.
If I'm not going to buy Jurassic Park, I sure as hell I'm not going to buy The Lost World. So,
Yeah.
guys, that's what comes out on Blue. Oh, fuck. I just hit myself in the face.
I remember my first beer.
No. If you guys are going out this week, you're going to buy some new Blu-rays. Tell us, out of that junk.
Out of Killing Them Softly and Lincoln, which one would you prefer to buy?
Yeah,
what would you tell them to buy?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't put that on me because
I'm gonna
I
tell
like
you.
Killing Them Softly, but apparently a lot of
You
people
piece
don't.
of shit!
I would say Killing Them Softly if you like mom movies. But no, I mean, what are you guys going to pick up this week, if anything at all?
Well, I don't know.
Are you going to buy anything when we go tonight?
I'll buy BioShock Infinite, the video game for Xbox 360.
I'm going to buy. I got to get a new Blu-ray shelf because I need another little tiny shelf.
Why aren't you just special?
No big deal.
You just got so many Blu-rays.
I got 4 shelves now.
You know what?
They're tiny shelves.
Speaking
though.
of being thrifty and frugal, we went to a place that they sold like these cheap Blu-rays, and I had like 3 of them in my hand. They were $3.99 a piece. They were Spider-Man 3. Disc replay. Yeah. I had Spider-Man 3. I had another movie and Social Network. They were like $3.99. They were cheap ass deals. They were good Blu-rays. But I was walking around and I was just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I had a debate in my head. I was like, it's a good deal. But I don't really want Spider-Man 3 and not have Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray, so I'm going to put that back.
Let's just put that out there. I mean, the only reason you were buying it is because you're trying to get all the
I'm just trying to get all the
I
Blu-rays.
didn't want people to hit you on that one. And I knew that
I don't think Spider-Man 3 is great at all.
Yeah.
But, I just want them all together. But my mission right now is to get all the Marvel movies on Blu-ray.
I'm just going to be straight full frontal male nudity with you.
I don't want you to do that right now.
Put
it away!
Put that duck away.
Uh-oh.
But no, I bought a shitload of Blu-rays this week, and the reason I did is because I got my tax check in, so I spent a little bit of that cheddar on some Blu-ray lovage.
Nobody says that anymore.
I don't even know what that means. Lovage? I'm so.
Did you
white.
say that to your wife?
You want some lovage?
You want some of this lovage?
You want some of this duck in your lovage?
She'll slap you in the face.
But no, I know I bought a shitload. We'll have to do a pickup video soon because I got a lot. But I went to a Blockbuster in Nicholasville today. No one knows what the fuck that is. If you're in Kentucky,
Nicholasville,
you do.
Kentucky.
Yeah. I went to a Blockbuster that was going at Blockbuster. I went to
Mike's taking hooked on phonics. Don't worry.
I went to a Blockbuster today that was going out of business, and all their Blu-rays were $3.99. So I got a bunch of good shit. They're in those big boxy boxes.
Yeah.
The ugly like Blockbuster boxes, but we ordered some regular sleeves.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Amazon.com.
I think people are just shocked that they're still Blockbusters.
Yeah, I know.
But
It's
they're
depressing.
They're hanging on by.
We need to have a show just about that one day. Like, dude, I am of the mind. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but I would much rather just go in a video store and you smell that.
Me too.
You smell that plasticky.
You smell
that
greatness.
plasticky retail when you go in, right?
Yeah.
And you see the cotton candy that's like $6, and I'd rather walk around and look at old movies and shit, and just walk around there for like
Me
30
too.
or 40 minutes, man.
It's all nostalgic now. I mean, when you walked into a video store and you open the doors and that smell hit you, like an adventure is about to happen.
Yeah, I know.
And you're like going with your friends. You're like, you want to see this? No. Listen. Okay, you want to say? Okay, yeah. And you're just like, you're having a debate. You're like, no, that's stupid. Let's get this one. Come over here to the action aisle and
Yeah.
go like run around. It was just
It's
amazing.
like,
Dude.
oh, I want to rent Time Cop. Oh, fuck, it's out. But they have a pre-release guarantee.
Look,
so I
a
gotta
liar,
pre-order
liar
it.
on VHS. Let's rent it.
That's dude. I can watch Liar Liar any day of the week.
It's great,
But
but
no,
yeah,
I
it's
had to
all
tell you
going
a
out.
story that we had a store called Video Selection here.
Yeah,
and,
I loved it.
They sold mostly VHS tapes. But I went over there one day and I got my mom to drop me off. I went in there with you and I had like 75 cents in quarters. And every single time they had this gumball machine at the
You
front.
get a free movie.
Yeah, they had a gumball machine at the front, and some of the gumballs had like stamped on them, like free movie, one free movie. And I put in 75 cents, and I got 3 free movies.
That's amazing.
And I was fucking pumped.
That's like jackpot.
I was so excited, and I was like 8, 9, or whatever.
But you could eat the gum. What if you like you just didn't know and you popped it in your mouth and
suck.
ate it?
You
And
just
you're like,
wasted
here
it.
you go. You spit it out and you're like, it's free though.
Yeah, but the movies were like $1.99 at the most, probably 99 cents, but still yet. So
I remember that, dude. Like
was awesome.
The new movies were $2.99 and the old movies were like 99 cents.
Yeah.
But there used to be. Do you remember the other video store we used to have? Picture Show Video, Movie Warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
They had rent 3 get 1 free. You could rent 3
they
movies.
don't have their deals.
I know. I loved it, dude. God, it's so
And
sucky.
then when Hollywood Video showed up, all their old movies were 99 cents. So
It's
I would go
raw.
there. I would dig around my mom's house, and I would find like in the chain in like the couches or whatever. I would get like all the change I could together, and I would take this lump of change in there on like a summer day, and I would rent like 8 movies at once. I would rent like a couple Halloweens. I remember I rented Jumanji one time. I can tell you my exact like purchase one day. Like I got Halloween 6. I got Halloween 4. This is all on cassette. I got Jumanji, and I got GoldenEye.
So they were on cassette tapes.
Yeah.
You mean VHS?
No, yeah, VHS, and I got GoldenEye, and I watched them all, and I would rent as many as I could. But no, well, my story was this time I got $8 or so in quarters, and just stuffed them in my flannel pocket or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I can't wait till Mom takes me. So she takes me, and we go to VHS. We go to video selection,
yeah.
And I'm pumping quarters in this machine, thinking I'm going to hit it every time. Instead of just buying movies with $8 I got.
So they basically
I didn't
made
get
you
a single free fucking movie out of that whole $8 in that gumball machine.
So
And
that
you
made
know what I did?
What?
I went out to the car and I cried.
Yeah, well, good for you.
And then my sister rented me WCW Nitro on PlayStation, and I was
You know
happy.
what? The
But
thing is, they made you a gambler addict.
know, right?
At the beginning. That's what that was all about.
Yeah.
You became a gambler addict.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I was saying it was sucky that you don't
I
have that
cried
anymore.
like a bitch, dude. I was.
You cry now.
No, it's okay.
You cry all the time. It's okay. Share
I'll go
your
to
feelings.
Walmart tonight, and they'll be like, "Oh, they're still in the boxes." And
I hate that shit, dude. Let's mention that. When we've gone to Walmart at midnight, for me anyway, I'll go to get a new game or something like that or a new movie, and I'll be out there at midnight. And you get out there, I get there at midnight exactly, and unless it's a big special edition or whatever coming out, they don't have shit unboxed. So you got to go up to somebody and be like, "Can you get this out?" And they're like, "What's it called?" And I'm like, Mass Effect 3. That's a video game.
Don't you hate when it's something
And
embarrassing?
it's no, but this girl, Mass Effect 3. I use that for example. This girl was hot. Okay, she had red hair. She's kind of sexy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's hit on me like 3 times.
She has not.
Yes, she has, dude.
She has not.
Yeah, she has.
I'm jealous then.
Well, dude, 3 times.
You talking about
she asked me about
the
me.
one that I'm always into?
Yeah, dude, that's exactly the same one. She's like,
Shut up.
I love Thor. Like that. She was telling me like it was. I was buying Thor
Why didn't you ever tell me this?
because I didn't want to make you jealous.
Now you've hurt my feelings.
But anyway, I was at Mass Effect 3 and she was there and I was like, "Do you have Mass Effect 3?" And she was like, "What's it called?" And I was like, "Mass Effect 3." And she's like, "What's that?" I was like, "It's a video game for Xbox 360." And she's like, get on her little walkie-talkie. She's like, "Tony, another one's asking about this video game, Mass Effect 3." I was like, "Oh shit!" So I was like walking away because I was embarrassed. I was
Yeah.
like, and then she's like, "They're looking for it right now. They might have it. I don't know. Like you're the 8th person to come in here and ask for that." I was like, "Well, why don't you have it on the fucking shelf?" It's like so I don't have to degrade myself and ask you. And then she was like, she didn't have it, so I got pissed and I had to go to GameStop the next
I gotta
day.
pee.
Okay,
Can you continue this
Yeah.
on your own, Garth?
I can.
Hold this.
You're not Wayne. I'm not gonna hold this.
Hold this duck.
So anyway, after that, I finally got the game, but I'm just talking about when you have to go in. What I'm talking about when they're bitchy people, and then if it's for a movie. Like I remember just like I guess last week when I went and got The Hobbit on Blu-ray. I walked in and they didn't have shit unboxed. They had little stickers for it and stuff. So I walked over and I asked the lady in the electronics department. I said, "Do you guys have The Hobbit?" And she's like, "What's it called?" I was like, "You're a fucking bitch. It's called The Hobbit." I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. And she's like, "Hold on, like just give me attitude." I was like, "You work here." I was like, "You're supposed to have this shit out now. Give me it." And so she went through her box and she's like, "This it?" And it was on DVD. I was like, "No, bitch, that's DVD. Give me the Blu-ray. Give me that magic." And finally she found it, but she was all like huffy puffy about it because I asked her to do her job and get in the boxes and get the freaking Blu-ray. I just hate when that shit happens because you're so like caught in the middle. You don't know what to do. You know when people give you attitude about it. You know, I just get so pissed off. Literally, you farted on the friggin' podcast.
My phone's ringing.
That's mine.
You sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I have to tinkle.
Now you're going?
Yeah.
I just got here. You gotta let me get settled in.
Well, I have to go.
This is the worst show ever. No, but no, I know what he's talking about because we went and that same chick was there. And this chick is, she's hot. And I go up there and we were going to review Machine Gun Preacher when it came out with Gerard Butler. And I go up there and we find the sticker for it, but of course it's not on the shelf yet, and it's like 1 o'clock. And we go up, and I have to go ask her. I'm like, hey, do you guys have this movie? And she's like, what's the name of the movie? And I'm like, and I knew immediately I was going to sound like a weirdo to this hot chick, and I was like, Machine Gun Preacher. And she just looked at me, and she's like, okay. So she starts digging through the box, and she's like, Machine Gun Preacher, what's that? And I was like, it's got Gerard Butler in it. And she was like, who's that? And I was like, and it's the worst response ever because I just made myself sound, kind of homo. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I made myself sound like it, and I'm not. So I was like, my response to this was, the dude with the abs, the real buff dude from 300. He's got those nice abs. She's like, no. And I was like, okay. So she starts digging through the box, and she finally finds it. She hands it to me, and that was just a terrible experience. But yeah, we were going to review that movie, and afterwards we were just so depressed for those kids in Africa that we didn't even review it. We were just like, whatever. We just went on with our day. But yeah, we've had plenty of adventures at Walmart. I can't believe that chick hit on you, dude, and you didn't tell me.
Like 2 or 3 times.
Because every time we go in there, I'm like, that girl's so hot, and you're like, yeah. And
Well,
you never say anything.
well, because it was
here in front of
embarrassing.
the world, you're like, she hit on me, and now I feel like a second fiddle.
Well, the last time I was in there, dude, she was like, I don't know, it was just so awkward. She's like, how you, I was like, I brought my purchases up to the front, and I don't like going to the front at late at night. I just want to take my shit in electronics.
Is this when Die Hard broke down?
No, this was another time.
Oh.
This you weren't with me. I brought it up to the front, and she was like, I put it up there, and she was scanning it or whatever, and she said, how you doing tonight? I was like,
that's not hitting on you.
no,
you
wait,
fucking douche.
no. She was like, I was like, good, and then she was at, I don't remember what movie it was. She's like, this is a really good movie. Have you ever seen it before? I was like, yeah, that's why I'm buying it. And then she was like, so, she just like, I don't know, she's like this like vibe. Like I can't remember all she said, but it was a total hit on, dude. She did it like twice, and I was just like, I wasn't in for
It's
it.
all in your head.
No, dude, it was
It's all
real.
in your head.
I'm sorry you're jealous.
Anyways, let's move on.
Shave your face.
I dude, you were gone for like 5 seconds, and I made a homosexual reference and everything, and I was trying not to like.
homosexual.
I called
reference.
something homo. I didn't. Okay. So yeah,
What would you call homo?
I don't even remember.
Why are you thinking about homosexual?
I'm just saying
things?
I'm not a bigot. That's all I'm trying to say to you. Okay. So anyways,
You sound like one, you son of a bitch. I've called you son of a bitch 3 times. I feel like Bill Paxton.
you stole my design, you son of a bitch. Dorothy. You've never seen it. Miss this house. And miss this house.
Jesus,
come
Joe,
out
is that what you think it did?
Anyway, so
They say you're a demon, but I don't believe you. You're my son.
that's like an aliens. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Nice panties. Bill
Your
Paxton.
VCR for starters.
Bill Paxton is...
No. Okay,
Fucking
so
shit.
TV stuff that's on TV. That's what we're gonna talk about. now.
Okay, yeah, that's a
So
quick
I know,
segue.
I know you're gonna take off with this one. Game of Thrones. We've both watched the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. The 3rd season starts on March 31st, and starting then on our podcast, we'll update you each week with each new episode. We'll talk a little bit about it, but
Yeah, I
let's
can't
just
wait.
run through the first 2 seasons like super fast.
Super fresh.
Super.
Yeah, dude.
Fresh.
The first 2 seasons obviously explains all about Game of Thrones. It talks about how like it's really fucking complicated. I mean, there's like the one kingdom to the north, and he gets to be the king of the north, or the
Yeah,
warden
No.
of the north gets to be the king's hand.
Well, I'm sure
becomes
that
a court.
anyone that's interested at all has,
Yeah,
has seen it already. Jay.
Why don't you just
We don't
talk?
need
Are you trying to talk like
I'm not
Morgan
asking
Freeman?
for the-
Are you trying to talk? You sound like a drunk surfer dude. You're like, but totally,
Andy
guys. The
Dufresne,
waves were coming
Sean
off the
Bean.
coast. No, the first 2 seasons were amazing. Like they both were like just fucking awesome.
I like the first season way better than the second season.
I thought the second season was great towards the end.
Yeah. I like the Dragon Lady, dude. She's so hot.
Daenerys.
Yeah.
I call her Danny.
I like her. I like to be her Dothraki.
Dothraki.
I like to be her moon. You know what I'm saying?
Moon and stars. I'd make her wear a jingle in her hair. Yeah, the first 2 seasons were fantastic, and actually the first 2 seasons got me to reading the books. And I've read. I'm on the 4th book right now. He's only written 5. George R.R. Martin. I think he's got like 7 books total that he's finally wrap it all up. But
so I'm just surprised you have time to read those books between games of Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I was making fun of you for reading the books. So didn't really.
I'm sorry that you don't like to read top to bottom, left to right, putting sentences together to make a sentence. That's what I'm sorry.
Really go the way I wanted it to.
You can't read.
Okay.
But yeah, so Game of Thrones, the book is amazing. The 3rd season, if it's any indication based on the book, it's going to be friggin' epic.
Yeah,
I've seen the trailers for it. It looks awesome. Well, I know everybody's talking about the dragons. They want to see the dragons come back, and I'm interested to that too. The book. The book goes into more depth.
Don't tell them.
No, I'm not telling them. The book goes more into depth about the dragons, and you do get to, there's a lot more dragons in it. So that's exciting. If you fart again, dude, I'm going to shove a fucking pop ball up their ass.
Really?
Yeah, so it catches all those
That
nastiness.
was graphic. This is
disgusting.
Dirty in here.
It's disgusting.
No, but no, I got pissed off in the first season. They killed off my favorite character.
Why does Sean Bean die in everything that's successful?
I mean, he gets screwed in everything.
I know.
And I know I'm going to get railroaded for this like I always do.
You get railroaded?
I thought The Hitcher was a good ass movie.
It was alright.
I like that.
I didn't mind it.
I think Sean Bean's a badass. Like he was 006, not 007. He gets killed off in Game of Thrones. It's just bullshit.
He gets killed off in Silent Hill.
I've not liked the show as much since he's not been
Lord of the
on.
Rings.
When his head hit the floor, I was really upset.
Dude, I was so excited when he came up and he brought all of his royal guards in the first season. I don't remember what episode it was in Game of Thrones season 1. He brings all the royal guards and he's like, arrest her. And he's like talking to Cersei. I hate that bitch. She's hot, but she's a bitch.
She is hot.
And then she was like,
fucks
he's
her
like,
brother,
arrest her.
so.
I was like, do it, Sean. Do it, Sean. And then all of a sudden he's like, take him. And then all the royal guardsmen like turn on him. I was like, what the fuck?
I just want to see a Hot Rod like compilation of his name being.
You know what's interesting? I can talk about
Sean
this.
Bean. Sean Bean.
Sean Bean. I can talk about this though. In the difference between the first season and the first book, is that actually Eddard Stark, which is played by Sean Bean, begs for his life.
Yeah.
In the books.
Oh, does
he actually begs for his life.
That. That's not.
Yeah,
like
I know.
his
He begs for his life and says he's a traitor. He doesn't beg for his life, but he basically admits everything. He says he's a traitor.
He does in the movie.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Dude.
Did
He
he?
stands in front of all those people and to save his own life or whatever. He was like, he admits to everything.
Okay,
because they tell him they're going to let him go if he admits to it.
I thought
and then
he
that
didn't.
little King Joffrey bitch cuts his head off.
Okay, it's been a while since the first season. All right, so I thought they different. Like I thought he was staunch against. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, at first he was, but then like to save somebody or something like that, he went.
King Joffrey.
He lied.
Oh, I will say this: King Joffrey and Cersei and Jaime Lannister and all those guys, all the big characters in season 3. Lots of goodness is going to be happening. Like a lot of shockers are going to be coming your way because I just finished, like I said, book 3. I can't wait. You guys, like fucking jaws are going to drop, titties are going to flop. It's going to be
all
crazy.
I can say about that show, to sum it all up, is that it sucks that Sean Bean died. Jon Snow is a badass. I like him, even though I wish he would have just like laid that chick from the north.
You grit?
Yeah, I wish he was just
when
like...
she was like rubbing against his wiener,
he needed
you'd be
to
like,
put that
dude,
down.
how long would it take? If she was doing that to me, I'd be like,
Snow?
fuck my goddamn wall, pledge.
Yeah, I know, like, he needed to wrap that up and get that...
I am a man for vagina.
He needed to sign, seal, and deliver that one.
Well, he's like, I'm a man of the nice watch. I can't do this. It's like, I'm a man of vagina. I will do it.
I'm a cocksmith.
I will do it.
That's what it should have went
I will lay aside my vows.
But no, there's that. Jon Snow's a badass, and that one dude, I don't even know how to say this like politely. He fingered her sister.
Jaime Lannister?
No, not Jaime Lannister. The dude, remember, I forget his name. He's one of the sons. He doesn't know she's his sister.
Oh yeah, that was gross.
And then they get up to, I was like, and she was like smiling and shit.
Theon
I was
Greyjoy.
like, what's wrong with you, girl?
The Greyjoys. Theon Greyjoy. Yeah, that guy's I hate that fucker. I hate Theon Greyjoy.
I just can't believe that happened. And she was all like happy about it and shit.
She was just seeing what kind of man he was. But seriously, that's your brother and you're letting him rub on your boobies and do things to you. And she's like, I just want to see what kind of man you are. I was like, I would have been pissed. Just like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, I know. Like,
why did you just say you were my sister?
That's like Chris Pine, Elizabeth Banks. That's all I'm saying. In that movie.
What are you talking about?
There's a movie about. To wrap it up, Game of Thrones is a great show. I think some people like give it a little bit more credit than it deserves.
Game of Thrones. The only thing, my problem is, I think you'd be careful how you say it. I love Game of Thrones.
No, I know.
The only thing
people who are obsessed with it.
Well, the worst thing I think about the Game of Thrones is that George R.R. Martin, which is the author of the books, I just wish that fat fuck wouldn't write so many pages. Like, I'm sorry, like, dude, the second book was over 1,000 pages long.
Yeah.
Or the third book was, and I'm like, good God! I'm like reading, like I'm sorry, I was like, I'm almost. It's like a marathon eventually because you're just reading and you don't even like you're just sweating and you're like, I gotta get through it. You're just like, I gotta get through it. It's like after a while, it just becomes so like boring.
If you read like I usually do, which is only on the toilet, that would take months to read those books.
That's actually, you could probably stretch out Game of Thrones novels for months at a time on the toilet.
It takes me like 6 months to read a Stephen King novel.
No, I'm not saying that the
because I only read on the toilet.
Well, I'm not saying the novels aren't engaging, because they are, and especially following the show, like you kind of got like a picture in your mind of what everything looks like.
Yes.
But still, at the same time, it's like really detail oriented, and I mean they have an appendix in the back of the book. There's so many characters, he has to have an appendix.
That's insane.
So I don't know. Yeah.
But
it's still fun. I can't wait for the third season.
Bates Motel.
Yeah, I haven't got to watch it yet, but there's a lot of incestual.
See, I thought you
activity.
did. I watched that today. Now I know that the second episode aired tonight. Mm-hmm. I didn't get to watch that, but I just want to talk about the first episode for a second because I watched it because I thought you did. I thought we could talk about it.
I can still mention it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
No, that
I'm gonna go Bates Motel on your ass.
I enjoyed the shit out of that first show, man. Like the mom is hot, even though she's like Norman Bates' mom. I get it. There's like weird, awkward, and the big thing is like he has sex with his mom. That doesn't happen.
Well, does he?
No, not in the first episode, but they kind of hint at it,
yeah.
and it is insinuated. But there's a lot of stuff that actually happens in the first episode, and I didn't realize this, but the show is in present time. Like, they have iPhones and shit.
Yeah.
And some of it's unrealistic. Like, this kid shows up to a new school, and these girls are, like, all over, like, these hot chicks. And they go to a party, and, of course, like, a party as depicted in media is, like, a high school party. It's, like, there's, like, they've got, like, jugs of marijuana, and there's, like, hot chicks dancing on each other and stuff like that. Okay, that's not what a high school party's like. But... you know, that's just, you gotta give it a pass. But no, there's some really good stuff in that. It's shot well. At first, when I saw Norman Bates' character, the kid, first thought I was like, that kid is a terrible actor, like bad.
Yeah.
But no, as you get on, you realize that that's kind of how he is. He's just kind of weird, and it kind of plays with it.
Well, what's interesting about that kid, and Mike didn't know this, but it was he's the same little kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So that's what chocolate does to you.
Golden ticket into my mom's vajayjay.
That's from the 70s.
Yeah, I know.
That's not the same one.
I know.
But so apparently, if you eat a bunch of chocolate from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you want to do your mom. So never eat Wonka. Fuck the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a gobstopper joke and I couldn't.
Everlasting gobstopper in your mom's vagina.
But no, I would give that pilot, I would honestly give it an 8.5.
Was it a pilot or a first episode? Because a pilot would be, it's just a pilot.
Same thing. It's whatever. It's whatever. No, but I enjoyed it a lot. I'm gonna keep up with that show. I'm gonna watch the second episode tomorrow or something. So we'll talk about
I was kind of like, I wanted to watch it, but then I didn't want to see like fucking... like incest, like it just like
it's
I know.
Not like they're
I know Game of Thrones
in real life.
does it, but I mean Game of Thrones are like brother and sister. You know, I know that, but it's like it's your fucking mom, dude. You're having sex with your mom, dude.
Yeah, that is gross. What is up with that? I mean, why do we got to go that far in media?
Have you ever seen The Manchurian Candidate, the new one?
No, with Denzel Washington.
I think that's it. Like the dude, like Cotton Weary, dude. He like makes up with his mom.
For real?
Yeah, it's like there's a scene like they kiss and shit.
That's messed up.
It's fucking gross.
Walking Dead. You want to talk about that? I'm still.
I'm 4 episodes behind on the new season.
I'm 3 seasons behind. I've only watched the first
you need to get on the toilet and start reading about it. So
I'm hungry.
Get some Pringles. I don't know. It's going pretty good. This new season, like I said, I'm 4 episodes behind, so I'm not like sure on everything that's news going on. But I will say I'm getting tired of Rick's fucking. Whoa, it's me. I lost my wife and fuck everything else. I mean, he's like got schizophrenia and shit, and like, or he's seeing things. I'm just getting tired of it, but I do like the bad guys in it. I think that the direction that they're going with it is good. I read the graphic novel, and it's kind of following along the graphic novel, but not exactly. But still, I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I need to get hardcore caught up on that. But no, the last TV show I want to talk about is The Following. And I'm behind on that one, too. I'm like 3 episodes behind on it. But
Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon's in The Following. And that show is badass. I mean, I don't know what it's doing right now, but a few weeks ago, I got some snot on
You got some boogers.
Yeah. No,
Pick me a winner.
But the first few episodes were badass. I mean, the music in them was great. Kevin Bacon plays like this alcoholic, broken down dude, and he's awesome at that. Like he's real subdued and shit, but he's really great at that. The bad guy's great. It's like it's just got a really great backstory, and it's violent too. Like I mean, the kills and stuff, like they gouge out people's eyes and stuff like that. And it's a relentless ass show. Like I grant, it's on Fox. I would definitely recommend if you like horror and stuff like that. I would definitely definitely check out.
I mean, my wife's
That
into
show, I
it.
mean.
My wife's into it a lot, but I don't know. It's just so weird to think that Kevin Bacon is now doing TV shows.
That's all right though, dude. Because I mean,
I know,
before
but
that he was doing basically nothing.
But I know, but it's kind of like Christian Slater-ish. She's like, I refuse to do movie or TV shows. I'm a movie star. And then like,
would you rather?
I need some money, so give me a TV show.
That leads us to a question though. Would you rather be in a good TV show or keep doing like straight to DVD shit movies?
I would rather do a Blu-ray movie. No, I don't. You know what? It's so weird. I would love to see bigger actors do a TV show. Honestly, I think it would be cool. Like no name actors to do it, but I don't know. It's something. It's kind of sad about it at the same time because you're like, this is Kevin Bacon. This is the Footloose Man, and he's fucking doing a TV show.
Yeah, no, it's a really good show though. Like,
I'd really love to see Kevin Bacon get back into the limelight, like get a huge movie for him to get behind and just be a part of that whole like thing again.
Yeah, that would be good, but I mean, it's not.
Sir of Echoes was amazing, and it doesn't get near the credit that it deserves.
I just bought that for $4 on Blu-ray.
I know.
By the way,
Sir of Echoes
Just
is
throwing it out
amazing.
there. But all right, so a couple parts of the show are winding down here. What did you watch this week?
Well, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. No, I watched Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Rise of the Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
American Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Project X. And The Avengers. And Olympus as well.
Olympus Has Fallen, yeah.
Olympus Has Fallen. Well, I like to say Olympus. Some people say Olympus. I say Olympus Has Fallen. Whatever. I'm going to mention this about Olympus Has Fallen really quick. Mike and I both saw this separate because the day he went and seen it, I was sick, and he went and seen Spring Break the same day. But I mentioned this in the review that we just did for our channel. I went to our local theater, and it was fucking scary, guys. I don't know, like the lights went out like at the last like 10 minutes of the movie. The emergency lights came on, and there was like 14 people in my theater, and they're like, everybody was just like staring at each other, like, oh, what the fuck just happened? What just happened? Everything, like, we lost power in the theater. I was like, the Koreans have invaded. They're taking over the fucking movies. They want the movie theater. And, like, I ran outside and I got in my car because, you know, I didn't run, but I walked outside. Everyone was done with the movie. They were going to restart it.
Dude, I am so going to Taco Bell and get in Doritos Locos Taco. I'm sorry. That was what I was thinking.
Sometimes it's best to keep, like, your
I haven't tried
dialogue.
one yet, and I'm hungry. So,
yeah, but, I went outside, I got in my car, and, like, that whole side of town was out. Like, all the stoplights were out. It was fucking ridiculous. But I was going to say something about Olympus Has Fallen real quick. Have you not noticed that Olympus Has Fallen would be a perfect erectile dysfunction commercial? Like, you're on top of the girl, like, you see the guy, or he's getting ready to go have sex, he's like, Olympus Has Fallen. Like, and be all sad and depressed about it. And then Morgan Freeman comes out, and he's like, all serious. He was like, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? You can't give your lady something that you want. Take 2 of these, and Olympus will rise.
It was funny right before that, though. Like, he was all confident. He was like, release the Kraken. And then, like, 5 minutes later, he was like, Olympus has fallen.
Zeus will be triumphant once again. All right.
But no, I mean, we both gave Olympus Has Fallen an 8.5.
I think it was a great movie. Badass fucking
throwback
movie.
without trying to be a throwback. Great movie.
Wreck-It Ralph is a kid's movie. I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen it, but it's freaking awesome. It's really fun. It's got great music. It's got great characters. It's got... you see Sonic the Hedgehog in it for a second. It's got like throwback to Pac-Man. All those kind of guys are in it. It's just fun. I don't know.
I've seen the first half of it. I haven't finished watching it though.
American Psycho.
What would you give Wreck-It Ralph on?
Wreck-It Ralph probably like 8.0.
Yeah,
it's fun. There's fun parts that are slow.
I gotta watch that with my daughter. So
Yeah.
she'd probably like it.
I'll watch it with my daughter too, even though I don't have one. American Psycho is American Psycho. You can't get better than that.
Soon enough, they'll think of a way for men to have babies together.
So we watched the movie and this was a podcast. But American Psycho is American Psycho. It's a badass fucking Christian Bale movie. I love this movie. They ruined it with a sequel with friggin' the girl from That 70s Show, Mila Kunis. Awful, stupid. American Psycho 2 was retarded.
I didn't watch it.
It was dumb.
Mila Kunis was in that?
Yeah, she was
her?
the psycho.
I've seen the cover. I didn't know it was
Get
her,
psycho on this dick. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Rise of Guardians. Rise of the Guardians. I watched like the first 40 minutes of it, but I wasn't into it. Like I just couldn't get into it. I don't know.
What do you give we watched? I mean, what do you give we watched the movie?
I give that about F2.
No, what do you give American Psycho though?
Oh, dude, that's gonna give a 9.0 for me.
Yeah, I'm right there. Do the same exact thing. That's a great movie.
Rise of the Guardians is fun. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of boring too. I mean, if you're a kid, you're going to get into it. If you're an adult, kind of like wanting to be like, I think it's cool. It's a cartoon movie, but it's pixelated and it's fun. It's like Toy Story. You're probably going to give it like a 7.5. I just don't. It's some of it's cool, but other parts of it's really boring.
I have no interest in seeing that movie.
It's all right. I mean,
it's about owls.
No, it's about Jack Frost.
Really?
Yeah, Jack Frost, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, all of them like team up to freaking do what they got to do.
That sounds way more badass than that.
It sounds badass, but it's really not that badass. Because Jack Frost is like emo-ish. He's like, nobody knows who I am. Like that's why he's like.
You're Michael Keaton.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Now, see, that's why I won't do 2 shows in the week anymore. I just won't do it. And the other movie I watched again was Project X. A little bit better than the original thing I thought when I watched it in theaters, but still, I really don't think it's that amazing.
No, I did the same exact thing. I think we gave it like a 2 or a 4.
Yeah, it gets so unrealistic.
The first time
and dumb.
we watched it, but the second time I watched it with my wife, I was like, it just made me less angry. Because the first time I was like, this is like ridiculous. They're telling fucking kids like, hey, just go out and grab pills off the ground and shove them into your mouth. Like, fuck up people's houses. Screw up everybody's lives.
Get a guy with a flamethrower.
Yeah, just so you can have one good party. Like, it seemed dickheadish.
Well, the guy, like,
it was rewatching it though, it's better. I mean,
well, it was good. It was better than the first time. But the thing is, with the second time, I also noticed that like there's a lot of freaking stupidity abounds. Like I know we gave it a horrible score the first time we watched because of it being dumb and promoting this kind of stuff, but it was really more stupid than the second time I watched it. It was okay at being fun or whatever, but like as far as plot goes, like. They showed the bully in high school like beating up on the kid or being mean to him, and then he's at the party, and it's like 5 seconds he's at the party that the kid throws, and then it never goes back to him. It's like an incomplete plot. Yeah, it's just there. Well, and then it's like this kid did all this shit for one night only. He lost his college education. He lost everything for one fucking night.
Lives basically. Yeah.
And his dad sitting at the end was like, "How many people were there?" He's like, "I don't know, like 2,000." Like, really? Like and his dad's impressed. I was like, my dad would beat the shit out of me and send me to Alaskan military school.
But it just seems like not just with that, and this is going into the whole diatribe here, but I'm gonna try not to. But I mean, what about like the Breakfast Club? All right,
yeah.
A couple of kids are stuck in Saturday school.
That makes sense.
They're all rebels or whatever. They smoke some pot. They talk about stuff like I understand like why not why does it have to be that today? Why does it have to be like, oh, we gotta go out and like take enough drugs and drink enough to die?
Yeah, you know what?
Completely unrealistic and have all this shit happen that never happens in real life to make everybody think that that's what it's supposed to be like. All these kids.
I'm on the same page with you.
Why can't? What about a movie about just a few people partying? Like,
what about a movie about to be in the detention?
But no, I mean it's a fun movie. It's got some good laughs.
I know what you're going to. I think that they should make it lighthearted. Like they can make a lighthearted comedy about a couple kids wanting to throw a party, but they don't. But they got to go to the most extreme. It's like that whole movie was like an Axe commercial.
Well, it's like Spring Breakers. Which we'll talk about that soon. It's like you got to throw on some Skrillex and take enough alcohol to die, and like it doesn't have to be that hardcore. Well, you don't have to go that hard, dude. Well, you don't have to go that hard. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All
right.
I was just saying, like Project X was like the ultimate Axe commercial.
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, it was Axe, Levi, weird.
I'm all narrative. About partying, and you're all about partying.
It just was too much.
You don't have to make it.
But I don't want to be. I don't want to be an old man.
No, I know.
Like, you broke your fucking mom and dad's window, you piece of shit.
No, I know, but and you know me.
Yeah.
I'll go hard to the break it down. That was sounded really stupid. But no.
Yeah.
To the break up. No, but I'm all about partying.
No
I'm just
sleep
saying,
till
like,
Brooklyn.
But yeah, I mean, like it's not okay to like light people's houses on fire and ruin people's lives to party.
Well, the last movie that I saw this week that I've watched this was probably like 6th time, The Avengers. Just as good, and it keeps getting better every single time I see it. It was a fucking amazing ass movie, guys. I just, if you haven't seen this movie, get out from under your freaking rock, take off your toga, and party down.
That was the first movie we ever gave a 10 to on this channel.
Love that freaking movie.
And I still give it a 10. I love it.
Fuck yeah.
But no, I watched Die Hard the other day. I know you got that Blu-ray collection. Mm-hmm. I just delved into it a little bit. It's weird. All I can say about that movie, I got that movie like a 9.5 out of 10. Love it.
It's amazing.
But all I can say about that movie right now is that it's really annoying to be me because I've seen Die Hard a million times. I could quote every line in it, but going to watch it, I haven't seen Die Hard 2 in forever.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to watch Die Hard 2. So I actually pulled it out. I was just going to watch Die Hard 2, but I was like, I can't. I have to watch Die Hard 1 first.
That's any collection. You got to watch the first.
Yeah, so I watched Die Hard 1 and then I fell asleep. So I still have to watch Die Hard 2. But
that's what always sucks to it. Like, I've gone back and watched the Star Wars movies before. I'm like, I'm just going to watch Episode 5.
You can't.
I'm going to watch Empire Strikes Back. But now, because they've got all these other fucking prequels, like, I got to. I got to watch Episode 1. So it becomes a whole freaking week.
So you tell yourself you're going to watch the whole thing.
I hate that.
Not. Yeah. So then, and then we're going to talk about Spring Breakers real quick. Like, I went and saw this, and...
Spring Break?
Spring Break. fucking this movie's causing all sorts of controversy. It's one of those movies just like Project X. You either absolutely hate it or you actually what's wrong? I can't speak. You absolutely love it, and I'm actually in the middle on that. I'm the exception. I gave it a 6.0 out of 10.
When the judgment comes, you'll be one of the first cast in. You can't ride the fence.
I think this movie has some really cool cinematography in it. It's got some laughs in it. James Franco is fucking hilarious, dude. You've got to see it.
Yeah, I might rent a porno, like one of our subscribers said.
Why y'all acting suspicious? No, some of the shit he does is just absolutely hilarious, and I know you'll laugh just as hard as I did when he brings those girls into his room. He's like, "Look at all my shit! Look at the shit! I got some nunchucks." You know, it's just it's got really good moments in it, and it's got really stupid, over the top moments. Like, why do you have to drink so much? You're gonna die.
Why you got to rob a fucking chicken store to go on vacation?
I know. Why do you got to be why do you gotta be so weird, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, there's like 10-minute voiceovers, and they just repeat the same shit over and over again. And there's a lot
like, you know what? When I thought of, I've never
movie.
seen it, obviously, but when I just saw the trailer for it, it just looked like one of those movies. Like, we're gonna get a bunch of hot girls, and we're gonna have a lot of bikini-clad women, and we're gonna make a buck off of it, and that's it.
Yeah,
it was listed.
No, that's really not what it is.
But it was listed as one of the worst spring break movies of all time
on just some random site.
Well, no, on Yahoo.
Oh, well, on Yahoo.
It's Yahoo. Yahoo.
Here's the thing: it's not that. It's not a quick make a buck movie. It's not, because it's directed by that Harmony Korine.
Yeah,
who directed that kids.
His
movie.
name's Harmony.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder.
But no, I mean, they tried to make it like a legit movie. Like, there's a lot of like really like trying to be serious and like important stuff in it. But to me, when you're talking about that subject matter, it just can't be. It can't be taken seriously, and they try to make it take, and it just fails. In that.
Well, the best thing about that movie, I thought. I haven't seen it, but from what the trailers looked like, was James Franco would be the best part of that movie.
He's hilarious.
Because he looked like it was totally transformation for him.
Yeah, I mean, if I met him in real life, I would hate his guts, and I'd be scared of him. But
he said he based that character on Kevin Federline, which makes sense.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
but no. So that was that, and then Olympus Has Fallen. You know, we both saw that. We both gave that 8.5. That was awesome. I love these Die Hard throwback movies. It's great. I watched The Call with Halle Berry in it.
Yeah.
And that was way better than I thought it was going to be.
I told you, man. Like, when we saw the trailer, I was like, it's going to be a good movie. You're like, it's going to fucking suck.
That looks shitty. Like, it makes no sense. Fucking suck. Why would a 911 dispatcher be in the, like, perpetrator's house at the end of the movie?
Because she felt bad about the whole thing about what happened.
Like, she would never have that much. Dude, that's what I've done for a living. Like, dispatch.
You were a 911 dispatcher?
Well, no, I was a 911. No, not a 911 dispatcher. I was a fire department dispatcher, and right now I'm a dispatcher for truck drivers. But it's not the same thing. It's definitely not the same thing as being an LAPD dispatcher. But still, you would not have that much shit to do with it.
I don't know. You don't know. I mean, the crazy things happen.
No, dude.
Crazy things happen.
But no, it's like
that looked like it would be on Bill O'Reilly.
I sent a tweet about this, by the way. If you're on Twitter, follow us at We Watch the Movie. I'm just throwing that out there.
You cheap bitch.
But no, I thought a tweet about this. I would give the movie an actual 7.0. Mm-hmm. Like, the bad guy was kind of freaky. Michael Imperioli pops up.
Oh, sweet.
Chris from The Sopranos. Christopher.
He's dead.
He pops up, and he's actually got a
So I'm surprised he pops up, though. He took a big break from his 1800s commercial.
What's your tequila do for you?
I can pour my own self a drink.
But no, he pops up for a minute. He's got a cool little role in it. The bad guy's actually really maniacal and fun to watch.
I thought he would
But
be.
I mean, ultimately, it plays as like a 2-hour CSI movie. But it's just way more interesting.
I want to see it. It looks pretty good.
It's definitely worth a rental. I wouldn't go to the theater. It's not a theater movie, but it's a really good rental. I gave it a 7.0 out of 10. But like I said in the tweet, I give Halle Berry's hair a 2.0.
It looked like shit, dude.
It's terrible, dude.
It looked like the Jeffersons.
Yeah, it's like, why don't you just shave your fucking head? It's just like Anne Hathaway and Les Mid.
I still do her.
Oh yeah,
she's hot.
I still do both of them, but yeah.
Do you do who?
Halle Berry and
I thought you mentioned a man.
Anne Hathaway.
It's like, what?
I didn't say. I know you wish.
You want to do what?
You wish.
I wish for what? That you would do it, man.
But no. And then I watched a movie called A Resurrection.
A Resurrection or The Resurrection?
No, A Resurrection.
Devin
Sawa.
Oh.
We're not even going to go there.
I said the.
Yeah, no, it's got Devin Sawa in it. Night of the Twisters. What's up?
What's up, man? It's been a while.
Idle Hands.
It's been a while.
Yeah, but it's... God, do not watch this movie.
Awful.
Like, it's a horror movie. It's one of the worst, terrible. I can't even go into it. It's just so badly acted, badly written, badly
the last
shot,
movie.
Everything. But Devin Sawa,
Yeah.
watching that, he wasn't that bad at it. I would be down for seeing Devin Sawa on more shit. He's not that bad.
I was gonna say the last movie I've seen Devin Sawa in was in The Final Destination
And that's a badass movie.
That was the last time I ever saw him.
When he first came out when we were kids, we all hated him because all the girls were like, "Oh my god, he's so hot." But now
he had that bowl
it's
cut.
just like Justin Timberlake. It's like Justin Timberlake syndrome. Like back then we hated him, but now it's like he's actually kind of cool.
Well, that's because every girl like in middle school was all about that bowl cut blonde hair. They're like, he's so sexy.
Yeah.
If I had a twister coming at my house, Devin Sawa would know what to do. Yeah. Okay, Shelly. Yeah.
But it looks like they made this movie with about $25, and it's like a Frankenstein.
How do you make a movie for $25? You just go to those little photo booths in the mall and just do
That's
shit.
basically what it looked like. But no, so there's that, and then that's it. I mean, that's pretty much all I watched this week. But so to wrap it up, what are we going to see this week?
Okay, what's coming out this week? We've got early tickets. Luckily, we did go see G.I. Joe Retaliation. I'm excited as frick about
Hey
it.
guys, we live in Kentucky, and for the third time in the whole history of We Watched the Movie, we got early tickets. Tomorrow night.
Cobra Commander is coming to your house.
Clit Commander.
It's going to be awesome. I'm excited about it, actually.
I am the Clit Commander. I wonder if they can hear me scratching my bird.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's disgusting.
My
I can hear
beard.
it. Yeah, but I hope they redeem themselves because G.I. Joe was awful.
I never saw it.
I didn't like it at all, man. Channing Tatum was so fake in it; it was just ridiculous.
He was all ghetto, wasn't he?
He was really ghetto.
That's
He
right.
made Marlon Wayans look not ghetto, which is hard.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm. What do you think? Like, give me your pre-rating. Like, what do you?
I'm
think
gonna give it a
you're
7.5.
You think you're gonna give it? You think it's gonna be that good?
Pre-rating? Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5, dude.
Holy fuck! Really?
Yeah.
Because we saw the early script gave it like a 70-something% fresh, or an 80%
Yeah, I
fresh.
don't know how many reviews that was for. I think I'm gonna give it 3.5, man.
Well,
the trailer. No, I'm just gonna say the trailers looked cool.
Yeah.
But from the few minutes I've seen of the first movie, from all the trouble this movie's had, I got a bad feeling about it. And I want it to be good.
Well, that's my point. I think I'm gonna have faith. You got to keep faith.
I want it to be good. I don't
7.5.
G.I. Joe was my favorite as a kid, man. That's why
You
I
like
couldn't-
G.I.
I
Joe the
couldn't-
cartoon?
I loved it, dude. That's why I couldn't even bear to watch the first one. I just knew I was gonna hate it. But the
I liked He-Man.
and on Friday, I don't want to see this movie, but we're gonna be going to see The Host.
Ooh.
Yeah,
My wife's a big fan of The Host. She read the Stephanie Meyer book and whatever.
Yeah, so
It's like-
I mean, but to me, what The Host is, it's like even the fucking Twihards, even the Twihards aren't even interested in that book.
No, the whole. I mean,
how could it be
you already
good?
know the whole movie.
There's chrome airplanes.
The chrome fucking 50 Cent.
Helicopters,
50
yeah.
Cent obviously funded the whole movie. So
That song, that Imagine Dragons,
Radioactive?
Yeah, that's a bad song.
that's a great song.
But no, I'm not looking forward to that. What do you think you're gonna give that?
Oh, dude, I'm gonna give it a 5.0.
Dude, I think it's gonna be like a 3.
I'm gonna give it a 5.0
I'm
because I think
hateful,
I'm thinking the special effects might be good and some of the story might be all right, but I think ultimately it's just a body snatchers ripoff.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting. I mean, you got bright blue eyes and you're an alien. Fuck. it's just I don't know.
I think I'm gonna give that.
I'm tired of these Twilight-ish bullshit movies.
I think I'm going to give that one a 3.0. And one movie that we're not going to see this week, because I've seen the trailer so many times I can give a shit less about it, is Tyler Perry's Temptation.
That movie pisses me off. That trailer pisses me off. Like where she's
because
like,
you're married.
Yeah, I mean, when you're married and then this guy is like comes into this woman's life and he's like, I run at the park. She's like, oh, you just want to like see all the, you just want to see all the ladies with your shirt off. And he's like, so you've noticed? I'm like, motherfucker! I swear to God, if I was that girl's husband, I'd find that motherfucker and break his head. It pissed me off, dude.
Yeah.
I just can't watch a movie like that.
I don't know, dude. It looks like a bad Lifetime movie. That's all I can say
Yeah.
about it, and I'm not gonna ever watch.
Tyler Perry's everywhere. He's got his fingers in everything.
it.
He does though.
I know, but I'm just.
I wasn't being dirty with it.
I know you weren't. trying
Vagina
to.
sauce.
I know you weren't trying to. But no, so that's basically. And Place Beyond the Pond supposedly comes out this week, but it sure as hell ain't coming anywhere near here.
That sucks.
But that's one of my most anticipated movies of the summer, man. Or of the year or whatever. I can't wait.
I saw. It was weird because they when I went and seen Olympus Is Falling, they had a big long trailer for that.
Place Beyond the Pond?
Yeah,
That
a
surprises
huge
me.
trailer.
They had a coming soon poster at the movie theater the other night when I was there, but
Maybe they'll have it. Maybe we'll get lucky.
I hope so. But yeah, but guys, that's it. That's
That'd be
our
it.
podcast. I'm gonna go eat some string cheese or something. I'm gonna go buy Taco Bell, get me some Cool Ranch Dorito. Taco
I hope
Bell.
they come out with it before I die. We know.
We laughed our asses off at that commercial at the end there. It was like Yo toqueto taco de sauce. Yes, but guys, that's it. I don't know what else the hell to say to you except for What?
You guys feel fresh. Hey, on the comments below, let us know if you want to hear about anything specific, if you want us to talk about anything different, if there's topics that you want us to cover that we didn't cover tonight. Just let us know. I'm Jay, this is Mike, and this was the We Watched Movie podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the bottom of the comments, and we'll see you next time, guys. Hasta la vista.
Sexual face.
Done.